Alright guys, what's happening today? Brian here, Brian's Little Garage. How we doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. Gonna work on T-Rex a little bit today. I got a package in the mail, and it is the air filter. Not gonna put it on today. What I'm gonna get doing today is I am going to which I've already started removing all the body panel holders, I call them, body clips. Remove the front plastic here from under the seats, and I've got the seats already setting off of it. Got to get the air box, all that stuff off, cover the carburetors, get it ready for doing the valve adjustments. Trying to get that stuff done today, and I'm going to try to do the valve adjustments on it here possibly Saturday when I have more time. And so I was just going to bring you all along with me, and while I tear this apart, grab a few tools here and a few things, and we'll get started on this deal. I'll get you set up here in the tripod. We can do a little bit of work on fixing something. Alright, hopefully I got all my tools I need. Here we go. Hope y'all can see that alright. If I need to do a close-up on anything, I'll pull you off the stand here. Grab my drill. Those are loose. Grab my sockets. Good. Start with this side over here, get it off. That is 10 millimeters. Well, when you know it's got a nut on the bottom of it. Alright, so I might have to get a wrench. Looks to be a 10 millimeter wrench. Mom! The babies is hollering at you.
Yes, they are.
Goats act like they're starving to death. Sometimes they eat better than I do. sometimes, all the time. Yeah, looks like we got 2 more right there. What I always like to do is stick my bolts back where I took them out of. That way I remember where they went. I'm going to have to use a wrench on this one. Anyway, you guys get the gist of what I'm doing. I'm just getting it all tore down so I can get to the valve. Here's the valve cover here, one back here, and one right up under here, and then one is down here. And this one right up under this is what's going to be a pain in the butt to get to, that's for damn sure. Can't get my little impact on this. I guess I could go get me a socket, a ratchet, couldn't I? Alright, I'm back. No, you didn't miss me, but just thought maybe it'd be cool to just have y'all kind of hang out with me, just have some fun here. I would start on the valves tonight, but I work midnight shifts, so I gotta go in later on to make some more oxygen sensors. Alright, now I gotta get the other side off. Anyway, I'm taking the airbox off, boot off here on the carburetors. I'll take some of this plastic and zip ties, put over the carburetors so nothing gets down in them. And then the next step will be to get started adjusting on the valves. Of course, I'm gonna blow it off again. But hi, Sassy. But I will bring y'all back when I'm ready to do that. Alright, we're back. I got the airbox off there. And my father-in-law come over to visit, and I knew he'd want to talk, so I didn't want the car to end up filling up on me. But I got those off. What I'm going to work on doing now is making me some covers here to put over the carburetor and put some zip ties around so I don't get any dirt down in there. Let me give you a little closer up shot here. Might get shaky for a second. Get you up off here. There we go. Alright. Got all that off. There's one valve cover right there. And then the other valve cover is right there. Now the ones up front, you're not going to be able to see, but that black hose right down there, there's one up under that, and then like I said, the other one is right in there, which I'm getting ready to take this cover off right here, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. I'll put you back in here while I try to get that taken care of. for anybody that watches this, if you guys have any ideas or suggestions on how I can make the video a little bit better, or camera angles, shots, whatever, leave me a comment. Let me know. Like I said, I'm just learning doing this, and just kind of playing around with it, trying to have a little fun while I fix stuff. That'll work. Just take you a little piece of plastic bag, which a lot of you probably already know this. Just make sure you get the hole covered good. This main thing is you want it on there just to keep dirt, water, anything like that from getting down in there. There we go. That was good. I'll cut out another piece here. I think I need to put a new blade in my knife. Kind of dull. Try to do it without cutting my finger. Just reusing the bag air filter came in. Place I ordered the air filter from, they had a good price on it. Jet Skis International. They're out of Brandon, Florida. They had a really good price on it. Air filter was $9.98. Looking for an air filter or something, check them out. I know I'm not sponsored by them or anything, just they had a really good price, that's why I went with them. And it looks just like the OEM air filter that come off of it, which actually it might be OEM air filter. But it fits several different models of the Kawasaki, so just a little bit more. There we go. Alright, those covered up. Don't have to worry about anything getting in there. Now let's get some junk moved. Put these bolts back where they go so I don't lose them. And I'll clean up around them valve covers there. I'll take some brake clean to that, clean them up pretty good before I pull the valve covers off, and then spark plug is right in there. I'll clean that up down in there a little bit. This tool right here, used for door panels and stuff in cars, popping the trim pieces off. And I used it here today. Pop these, I don't know what the exact name is for these things, but the body panels hold the, go down there and hold it on. Cheap bolts, things that get lost easy. I gotta pick all these up too and put them somewhere so they don't get lost, because I'll lose them for sure. One thing I did forget to order for this thing was a new fuel filter. So I guess I'm going to have to go back on there and order a new fuel filter for it. Look here. Found an old wasp nest. Man, glad there wasn't nothing in that. Let's take these out. I think I found where that went to. Sure did. Alright, that's drive shaft cover off. I got a little cleaning up down in there to do. U-joints feel good, don't see no really. Don't see much play in them. Figure out where I lay these bolts so I don't lose them. There we go. Got this big unit out. I got a lot more cleaning up to do on this jewel. Mommy's right, gotta take care of Mommy. Alright guys, so back on the T-Rex today. Sorry video where it cut off, you'll see it just cut off on me. I had filled up on the card and got distracted, had to put wheel bearings in my truck. Didn't get to do a video on that, had to kind of hurry and get it done. Anyway, I'm back on the T-Rex today. Getting ready to adjust the valves. It's going to be hard to see on the front valves because of all the stuff here in the way. But I'm going to set the camera here so hopefully you can see a little bit, and then when I go to do the rear ones I can move the camera and you'll get to see a better view that way. So just hang in there with me and we'll get started on it. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see if you can see here. Try to angle her down just a little bit. Maybe that won't be too much. Sorry for all the shaking. I've already taken the spark plugs out. I'm going to try to get this cover off right here to where I can get to the exhaust side on the front cylinder first, the easiest, and try to go from there. I tried to blow these cylinders out before I took the spark plugs out of there. Got the majority of it, still just a little tiny bit. I'll show you what the spark plugs look like. I just like to try to get all that dirt and stuff out of there. Don't want anything dropping down in there to ruin the rings on it. Which honestly, the maintenance on this thing has been neglected. I'll tell you what, it's been a hell of a machine though. Kawasaki does build a good machine because this thing has taken a lot of abuse. Not really abuse, it's just used every day and it hadn't been well maintained like I normally do. Noise alert. Copied that one off one of the other guys I watch on YouTube, Musty One. If y'all go check him out if you haven't heard of him, Musty One. He works on a lot of old motors and old stuff and brings it back to life, and he's good to watch. I love watching him. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Well, I can get to those easier now. I'll set this out of the way. Alright. I wanted to try to wipe off a little bit of the stuff here. I want to try to wipe off some of these hoses just to try to keep as much dirt as possible out of this thing. Just doing the intake side here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see that one or not. I wish I had a headpiece. If I had a head unit where I could put the GoPro on my head, you'd be able to see it real easy. But I'm not going to take any of the hoses off or nothing like that and have to drain the radiator fluid or take a chance on losing any. I'm not going to go through all that. Just try to wipe these off here, just so there's not a possibility of any dirt dropping down in there. Let's get a lot of it. I took an air hose there just a second ago and blew as much as I could out of here. I think that'll do it. Looks pretty clean. Gonna be hard to get that one bolt off on that one side over there. Also, I've already got the cover. I don't know if you can see that. I already got this cover off. The cover's up here over on the stator side, and there's a little plug back here I have to take out, which is like a little window to view, and I rotate the crank around until I can get it to the TF mark, which stands for front cylinder, and I'll line that T mark up. Now let me know that I'm at top dead center where everything is neutral, the cams aren't in trying to engage the valves or anything, so that way I know everything is where it needs to be. So that's going to be my first step here. Get this cap off. I'd already loosened it up. Now I'm probably messed up. I probably should have done this when I drained the oil and changed the oil, but I didn't. I waited. I went ahead and changed the oil and didn't even think about possibly needing it to not have oil in it, so that way it wouldn't show up on this on there when I'm trying to turn it to look for that mark. Let's set this to the side. Now let's see what we can see down in there. This will be the hard part. I'm probably going to have to get me a flashlight. Yeah, I'm going to have to get me a flashlight. Got a light now. You know, trusty cell phone. Let's see, there's a mark. Not TF though. Oh. See, that's T. That's TR. Where is it? Can't tell which one that is. Keep rotating that around.
already did.
Gonna be in the video with us?
Nope.
Nope.
See you later.
See you later. That's TR, so that's a rear cylinder. All the way around again. Well, there is a mark. And it doesn't say TF. And that is TR again. Huh. Well. This is all fun. One other way I can tell when it's top dead center is I take a screwdriver. I can stick it down in the hole, and I'm not even touching the. I've got a long, yeah, I'm touching it and it's down. So I know I'm not even close to that. So I guess, yeah, this is TR. Let's keep turning it. Tell you, by the way, these things here ain't easy to work on either compared to a four-wheeler. And the reason I don't have a ratchet on this is because it's too hard to get a ratchet down in here. There's the TF. There we go. Okay, so line that right there with that mark on the inside. Whoops. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, card filled up. I had to go in and download it. I finished adjusting the front valves. You all wouldn't have been able to see much on that anyway. It was a pain in the ass. Anyway, got that done. You can probably tell it's gotten dark on me. I'm getting ready to start on the back cylinder here. I've got good enough light I can see to do it. It might be a little hard for you all to see, but I'm going to at least get the intake valves right here. Get those done. You all can see that. Sorry, I had to get a drink. And the exhaust valves is right here, so that one's going to be hard. You're not going to be able to see that one. So I'll at least get this one here for you, and then I'll probably cut it off. And because once I'm done with that, then it's a matter of just putting everything back together, putting the air filter assembly back on and all that. So I'll do that, and we'll come back to that tomorrow. So let me get started here. I've already went ahead and put in the front spark plug in the front cylinder. I went ahead and put it in, got it all taken care of. I rotated the flywheel around again, got it to the TR mark, which is for the rear cylinder, and got it top dead center. So we should be ready to adjust them. All I have to do is take the cover off and adjust them. So let's get going. I also went in and got this little ratchet. I had this socket set I forgot about. They're cobalt. Got them at Lowe's, and they're a through hole. There's for long bolts or anything, like for a bolt that had a long thread on it, nut was way down here, they'll slide down over it, and you can take them off that way. Or for like all thread or something like that. I'd totally forgot about having them, and just happened to remember, and I was like, man, that'd be nice to use that on the valves to adjust to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to use that to do these. This cover also has this bracket that holds the air box, which I think is, I don't know myself, I think that's kind of a poor design. I wouldn't mount that bracket to this little cover, but I guess that's the way they had to do it, get it to mount up right. Let's get that out of the way. Screwdriver off there. Gotta be very gingerly with this thing. I don't want to, like I said before, I don't want to mess up that seal. Sorry it's a slow going, but this is my first time doing this on this machine. I just want to make sure that I don't do anything wrong. I've got the manual for it, like I'd said before earlier. Makes it a lot easier. I'm going to check just to make sure. Stick the screwdriver down in the spark plug hole. I can find it. There we go. Just make sure that it's at top dead center. Yep, piston's there. If it wasn't there, it would have dropped all the way down. I'm sure some of you know that. For those of you that didn't or have never done anything like this before, that's another way you can check. But I always try to follow by the manual and make sure everything is good to go. Try to get this seat belt bracket out of the way. Probably going to be hard to do. Alright, feeler gauge, little ratchet, and a screwdriver. Trying to figure out how I'm going to sit down here and do this. I stand here all bent over, isn't exactly that comfortable. Of course, this isn't either. Now the adjustment on these, on the intake, is 10 to 15 millimeters by the manual. I can't get that one in there. Hi, kitty. I can't get it in there, so we're going to set it. I'm going to set it to 10. Maybe leave it just a little bit of a loose 10. We'll go from there. That one broke loose. Got that one broke loose. These things also have a little extension with them too, which makes it nice. There, it can slide right in under it. If I can get it to go where I want it. That should be good right there. Oh yeah. Just enough tension on it. I can slide it in under it, but when you pull out on it, like I said, 10 to 15, I can go just a hair looser if I want. Now I'll hold back pressure on that. I'll tighten that back down. There we go. There. That should be good right there. This side here I wasn't able to get it. Sorry if my hands are in the way. This one here I wasn't able to get it up under it either. There, it's up under it. There, I can move it back and forth. There we go. Now that one there might need to go just a hair tighter. Check this side over here again. No, that's about right. It's about the same. Yeah. Yep, that's about the same. Alright. So we're done on the intake. I'll straighten that jewel back out a little bit. Get it out of the way. I'm going to try to find me another set of these. Let me get my ratchet so I can take this back cover off. Alright guys, back on the Teryx. I had done adjusted the valves on it. I used the wrong feeler gauge on it, adjusted them wrong. So the gaps was too wide, so I had to go back. I just finished doing that, and I've started putting it back together, and started putting the plastics back on. Got the front plastic here set in place. Just got to put all the little plastic rivets in them, or whatever you want to call them. Then the next thing I'll be moving on to is doing front brakes. So I will bring you guys back, and we'll get started on those here just shortly, if I don't run out of daylight.